D.C. Council approved emergency legislation to pay early childhood educators a living wage.
This has been an ongoing topic of discussion and conversation after Mayor Muriel Bowser cut the pay equity fund from her 2025 budget amid financial constraints. Since then, the D.C. Council secured a $70 million a year to keep this program alive.
Yeah, now they've agreed on this new salary minimum for these workers. Rafael Sanchez Cruz is outside the Wilson building to break down what all of this means. And Rafa, I remember when all of those early childhood educators were out there rallying and protesting for a livable wage to do what they love.
That's exactly right, Leslie, and it seems like all that pressure works. So let me break it down for you. The Pay Equity Fund helps supplement the salaries for these early childhood educators. These are the people who are caring for kids 0 to 3 years old. So now that the D.C. Council has secured those $70 million annually until 2028, they have to decide how to allocate these funds. So today, the D.C. Council members unanimously approved emergency legislation to adjust the pay scale for these workers. These new salary minimums were recommended in a report presented at the end of September by a task force of experts in the early childhood education field. According to this report, there are some salary cuts that range from 6% to 17% for an estimated 608 educators, but overall, the salary minimums will remain the same according to the legislation. Now, advocacy groups like the Under 3 DC are celebrating this bill because they say it minimizes pay cuts as much as possible. Today, DC Council members, including the bill's sponsor, Chairman Phil Mendelson, said saving this program is not only about giving these educators a living wage, but also setting DC children up for success.
This isn't just simply about, well, let's subsidize the pay for child care workers. It's recognizing that early childhood care is actually early education for toddlers and younger. And so it's important, if we want kids to do well in school, if we can get them off to a good start before then. That's what this is about, is a decent pay for educators of our youngest.
So this new pay scale goes into effect in January, and for the entire breakdown of how this will all play out for early childhood educators, we actually have the full list up on our website, WUSA9.com. In the district, Rafael Sanchez Cruz, WUSA9.
A lot of people who really love what they do following that information to see if it's going to work out for them. Rafa, thank you.